calm down. Calm down. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a vlog. Hi, Apollo. Oh, lay down. Lay down. Good boy. Hi guys, it is Carla the Bubble Lush, and I wanted to do a vlog while I have some downtime. So I think this one's gonna be all about Hannah at 6 weeks and kind of what's been going on her first 6 weeks. Does that sound good? Well, I guess from the time she was 2 weeks until 6 weeks. So, what should we talk about first? You want to talk about sleeping? Yeah. Okay, so sleeping. When we first got home from the hospital, that first week she was on a really good schedule. From the time she was, like 3 days to 10 days. She would go to sleep at like 10 and she would wake up like clockwork at like 1, 4, and 8. Like, I didn't even need to set an alarm clock. And when she was like 9 days old, she slept from 1 to 8, like 6, 7 hours straight, and Chris and I totally freaked out. We obviously did the check to make sure she was breathing, and then I ran to the bathroom to pump because I thought I was about ready to explode. Isn't that right? Yes. We were still kind of having issues with breastfeeding then, so we were giving her bottles in the middle of the night. So what I would do was I would try to anticipate when she would wake up, and since she had such a good schedule, it was really easy. And so I would wake up like a half an hour before and pump and prepare bottles, and then Chris would feed her the bottles so that everyone was kind of involved because he was still home from work. But then breastfeeding got a little easier, so the night feedings became just nursing her. Yes. So then all of a sudden she didn't start going to sleep until like midnight, and she was still sleeping really well throughout the night. Actually, no, I totally take that back. I'm a huge liar. I remember what I wanted to talk about last night. Not only her sleeping, but like where she slept. So the idea was for her to sleep in the bassinet section of our pack and play. We bought a really nice pack and play, and we just figured, she can sleep in the bassinet until I think she's like, the weight limit is like 15 pounds, 15 to 20 pounds, somewhere in there. It differs by model. And we were like, well, she can just sleep in the bassinet portion, not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah. And, but the thing was, the bassinet is like so big, and she was such a tiny little baby. She just looked like she was like lost in the middle of that. And we had to swaddle her. So it was just too big. So what I did was I put the Moses basket in the bassinet and then put her in the Moses basket. Right? Yeah. That worked for maybe a week. And then she lost it. All of a sudden she completely got off her, 1 a.m., 4 a.m., 8 a.m. feeding schedule, and she wouldn't go to sleep. She was crazy. She was keeping us up all hours. And by this time Chris was going back to work, so it sucked. We were really, really sleep deprived. And honestly, most of the time she just co-slept. She slept in our bed, which honestly made me really uncomfortable, just because I was just scared of rolling over on her, which wouldn't happen at all. I woke up like a million times in the middle of the night, so I wasn't getting that good of sleep, but she could sleep that way. Hi, do you come here? Oh, you want to go over the shoulder? So she slept in between us in this little pillow fortress, and she slept really, really well. But I didn't like it. So what I would usually do is when she'd wake up in the middle of the night for a feeding, she eats and then she goes right back to sleep. She doesn't stay up, which is good. She usually falls asleep at the breast. So then I would just move her over into the Moses basket, and we would sleep really well for the second half of the night. So that's what we did for a while. Pulling your pants up, making them shorts, huh? And then she started going to sleep better. It wasn't as hard to get her to go to sleep, but she wasn't going to sleep until like midnight. And that's kind of where we're at right now. She usually like carbo loads. She eats a ton from like 9 to 11 or so. She's just nursing all the time. And then she'll go to sleep, usually between 11 and 1 she goes down, which is awful. And and then she wakes up at like 4, 8, and she eats at 10. And she's not like up for the day until like 11 a.m. or noon, which is crazy. And then she doesn't nap all day. She might take a quick little nap somewhere between like 4 and 6. So she is crazy girl. Crazy girl. And that's kind of what she's doing right now. Last night she missed her 4 a.m. feeding. I woke her up at 7 to nurse because I was about to explode. But honestly, she's a really good sleeper. She, like I said, she nurses and she goes right back to sleep, so you know there's no crying or fussing or anything like that. She just cries a little to let me know if she's awake and hungry. And it's been really easy. I'm not that sleep deprived, and so I'm kind of, I'm really concerned about going to work next week because I don't know how it's going to go with her bedtime being as late as it is. I need to go to sleep early because I got to get up really early. So anyway, so sleeping has not been an issue really for us. I mean, she sleeps plenty, it's just at the wrong hours. I had a lot of questions about cloth diapering. I'm not ready to make a video. In fact, if I do make a video about